People who are considered good conversationalists ask a lot of questions, give positive feedback, and carry their end of the conversation. That means speaking roughly half of the time, not all the time, and not too little of the time either. This has the other person under pressure to keep the conversation going. There's a difference between asking questions and interrogating. If both people in a conversation are good at conversing, the questions tend to be reciprocated. I might ask, "Where did you grow up?" The other person answers and then asks, "And how about you?" When conversations are easy and both people seem interested in finding things out about the other, connection happens. Failed conversations often have one person who is interested, but the second person does not seem interested or is unable to keep the banter going. Small talk is good. It doesn't have to be meaningful to be enjoyable. Small talk is a bit of a filler, and there are cues that are easy to follow. How are you? Commenting on the weather, the city, the time of year, talking about clothing, music, and TV. These are things to be familiar with so that you can hold one end of the conversation, or at least be able to ask questions if you don't know about the topic. Chit-chat is underrated, and it's really important to feeling comfortable in a conversation. Self-disclosing skillfully is important. Not too much and not too little. You have to be able to understand what the other person is available for and use your social sensitivity and social judgment. The longer you get to know someone, the more you disclose. In a new encounter, if you dump everything in the first couple of dates or meetings, it can be considered a red flag, or socially awkward, or it creates a sort of dislike in between people. People tend to like each other more when they disclose about the same amount or the kind of information about each other. You asked questions, you made small talk, you told a little bit about yourself. Don't interrupt people. That doesn't mean just breaking in and starting to talk. It also means allowing a pause between when the other is finished and when you begin talking. If you immediately respond, it shows that you weren't really listening and you were simply just waiting for your chance to talk. Lastly, a good conversationalist learns what to talk about. They observe the topics that are being discussed and how people react to them. Sometimes it's not knowing what to talk about that's the problem. You may not be sure of what topics are appropriate. Although there are no rules for this, observing others is a good idea. It's great to develop yourself with hobbies, keeping up with current affairs, going to the theater or the movies, or traveling so that you have something to contribute to conversations.